Her Excellency, the Vice President,
Vice President,
the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, and the second Vice Chairperson of the NRM,
Speaker,
Vice Chairman Eastern Chodu,
Papa Chodu, le to pete le aite patele NRM aneo Eastern.
the other elders who are here,
Tungalu Apollo kerelo ejasne,
all the other leaders,
ngare no kolu adoke tano egelegela.
and the people of Katakwi and Teso.
Kede tungalu Katakwi kere ka Teso.
Before I give my brief message,
Rokengeli muna kakiradis,
let Mama greet you.
mala bere toto esu. Dia ututoto, buningesa malanoni.
Thank you. NRM, oye!
Oye!
Katakwi, oye!
Oye!
Please allow me also to stand on the protocol as laid out by the President.
Ochamaise ngai na kangosbi botunga kwa palimu no Papa President.
And I want to thank all the NRM leaders that are present here today.
Kota ngai salamiki nengarno kulu NRM kere wejas nelolo.
I need now to start by thanking God
Kota ngai gion kedai malala suban.
for this beautiful day and the blessing of NRM's gathering here today.
Anwa parana na ebos na de jarere ngoto matuko na NRM lolane.
This is to re-strengthen ourselves and to rededicate ourselves to the service of our homeland, Uganda.
Era ena kina okowat kai steki kina somuo anwa ijana en akopno Uganda.
As Honorable Dombo just said,
Papa na alimu na Honorable Dombo.
the President indeed leads by example.
Eraya President laingare ni kit keda anyunet.
Therefore, the younger members of our party are compelled by that spirit to unite and provide the example to those under them.
Kwa petodu na Papa President anyunet. Itungalu NRM ludidik etodi asike sida mina nara anyunet na isomai Papa President.
That's what we have witnessed here today.
Nyesa kironu iwanyondo lane Toto Vice President kede Pito Gwang keda nachemula luda echamnarosa itimonori.
But the President and the NRM government have also been used of God to build a strong foundation of peace, of unity that has brought about the stability we see in our country.
Apedola suban aito soma Papa President asomunu epolo kwa penatai na pakin keda yuara na iteone jaya kwa puokone Uganda.
Therefore, we must all straighten out our hands and hold hands together as NRM and bring more of Ugandans who are not in NRM, because as we become strong, as we become more of us, we become stronger.
Oh, ni kerario sa oko kanina inyakun etungangulu emameto NRM obongu tukesidore NRM au painos arautuli gogongone pepe.
Don't look at those who are outside of NRM as enemies.
Mami Teikwi lwejas kingane NRM bala luasuru.
They might have not heard yet what NRM is doing for our country. Now today, I can't begin to talk about education as such. The President only gives me an opportunity to greet you as a mother of the NRM family. Therefore, please allow me to use this opportunity to remind all of us what Dr. Tango Doi has just told us.
Kwana ilipita nga ICT kinoni asomu na dawa na Tango Doi alimo kinoni.
Because we value what NRM has done in rebuilding Uganda from a failed state to the country that now gives refuge to over 1 million refugees in this country from the region around.
Inaitoni angosbibi neja kironwe soma NRM ne oreto ma tonaibo isho dan edo nyaske daoni.
When the voting day comes,
Kotona ichak Papa President Museveni.
Please make it your responsibility to ensure that all will vote for our president and the whole lineup of the NRM flag bearers.
Anyu tubone beo ni kere gangai na chakata President Museveni keda ngulu kere luerasi flag bearers lu NRM.
To ensure that NRM will have a new lifeline going from 2026 to 2031.
Tetere NRM pedora yangaro ni ngare na gia unikopana kaisare kanyape tona kaisa unidiope karungole buniti.
And because I trust the God we believe in, I believe that Uganda will grow stronger and all of us will live in a better environment than we do today. That's the country we want to build for our children and their children. God bless Katakwi. God bless Teso. And God bless Uganda. Thank you.
Mama Janet and myself and the Vice President and the Vice President and the leaders from the Secretariat and the other NRM from SEC. We are here to inform you about the manifesto of the NRM for 2026 to 2031. The NRM is not a new player in Uganda. We have been active in Uganda's affairs for the last 65 years. But in the manifesto, we have talked about the last 40 years. Our contribution in that time to Uganda, to East Africa, and to Africa. And in the manifesto, we talk of 7 contributions. But here today, I'll speak about only 3. But the NRM teams are coming to the parishes to bring the whole manifesto to your leaders from each group. They are coming to the parish, not Tiaro, but give it to the leaders from the village. And they will bring it to you. The first point, our contribution number 1, has
Bore
been
sodi eni do saswam.
Aikuch.
Yesa na pakin aipuch.
And you, the people of Katakwi, are the best witnesses for that.
Do ni tungalo Katakwi kesira agena kangulo akirono aipuch.
Because I came and camped near the border there. When everybody had run to the ID camps. And I went to Ngariam, where there were massacres by the Karamojong. And I visited the camps like Achoa. I remember that huge camp called Achoa. But now, that is all history. The NRM defeated the rebels and defeated the cattle rustlers. And we removed 41,000 guns from Karamoja. You can imagine that the time Obote was overthrown, the Uganda army was 8,000 people. When we defeated Amin, his army was 20,000. But now, there were 41,000 guns in Karamoja. So you can see the danger which the country was in. So this is our contribution number one. And that's why people are back in the villages. The second contribution is Apple. Development has two parts. There is the economic infrastructure and social infrastructure. Economic infrastructure is like the roads, like electricity, telephones, the railway, piped water. That is all part of economic infrastructure. The social infrastructure is schools and health centers. Now, when you examine in Teso here, the economic infrastructure, you can see the road all the way to Moroto, the road to Rira, we now intend to work on the road. There's a road which we must work on. There are roads like from Katine to Ochero. But there's a road which we shall work on from Soroti, Amuria, Obaranga, Achanpi, on to Otuke, and so on. And the road from here to Toroma, that Toroma place. I'm glad there is a ferry now. So if there was a good road, you would cut the distance to Mbare by avoiding Soroti, going straight. So that is on the roads. We are going to be very strict with the Minister of Works and the Minister of Local Government about the Maram roads. The local government gets 1 billion shillings per year to look after the old Maram roads. Actually, it should be 1.3 billion, but they made it 1 billion without telling me. So, it should be that money that is used by the local government to ensure that the Maram roads are good. If the Maram road is well maintained, you can use it, pass there. But there is some carelessness. Even the ones of the central government, the Maram roads also should be maintained properly. There's some carelessness. They don't put drainage properly and so on. But I have warned them. And they are moving to stop that mistake. Now then you have electricity. See the telephones. All that you can see for yourselves. There is water, which is very important. There is water. Let me see the water projects here. I've got the file here. The Katakwi has got 550 villages.
But Your Excellency, there are 629.
Well, I don't know. I'm using my file here.
Okay.
550 villages. According to this file, 342 of them have got, I think, boreholes. This is 52%. So there's another 208 villages which don't have a borehole each. And in the coming government, the plan is to make sure that each village gets a borehole. Now that is water for drinking, just drinking. There is some other type of water, piped water system. In the Katakwi, there are 6 of those systems. There is a Bwenget piped water system. There is Kapujan piped water system. There is Usuku Toritok piped water system. There is Toroma piped water system.
nende jakipi.
There's Magoro piped water system,
Ejabo bakipa pipe ono Magoro.
and there's Katakwi Town Council piped water system.
Osodido Katakwi Town Council.
Then there is a plan to expand Usuk, Koritok, Toroma, and Magoro water systems, I think.
Then
there is projects which are completed. There is one irrigation system in Ogongoja sub-county. Where 12 acres have been irrigated. Then there is Ongole, small-scale irrigation. Where 15 acres have been irrigated. Then there is a valley tank constructed at Ngariam to control floods, to absorb the flood water of 49 million liters. Then there is two major flood mitigation valley tanks in Magoro and Okuronyo sub-counties. Each one is 30 million liters. Then there is advanced 5 small irrigation projects, 10 acres each, across Ngariam and Toroma constituencies. Then there is construction of Angule small-scale irrigation project in Toroma sub-county. So all these, the roads, the electricity, the ferry, the telephones, the piped water are all part of the economic infrastructure. But there is the social infrastructure. Let's look at the schools. Katakwi has got, let me see, has got 78 government primary schools. And has got 10 government secondary schools. But Katakwi has got 109 parishes. So that means some of the parishes don't yet have government primary schools. And the plan is to ensure that all of them have. Then for the secondary schools, let me see how many sub-counties. Katakwi has got 20 sub-counties. 9 of them have secondary schools. 9 of them have secondary. So it is 11 which don't have, which we shall work. Because the plan is for each sub-county to have 1 secondary school. Now, on the issue of health, Katakwi has got 20 sub-counties.
Katakwi
Has got 1 government hospital, 1 health center for, and 10 health center 3s. It is 10 sub-counties that do not have health center 3s. And the plan is as follows. Upgrade Akum Health Center 2 to Health Center 3 in Guya sub-county. Upgrade Omodoi Health Center 3, Health Center 2 to Health Center 3 in Omodoi sub-county. Upgrade Opeta Health Center 2 to Health Center 3 in Magoro sub-county. Upgrade Okocho Health Center 2 to Health Center 3 in Oklonyo sub-county. Upgrade Akurao Health Center 2 to Health Center 3 in Toroma sub-county. Upgrade Ogongoja Health Center 2 to Health Center 3 in Ogongoja sub-county. Then we shall build new health center 3s in Amusia, Getom, Okore, and Angondingodi. What is going on now? There is construction of a theater slab in Toroma Health Center 4. There is construction of a theater slab at Akurao Health Center 2. Construction of a theater in Katakwi General Hospital. Installation of solar motorized borehole in Koritok Health Center 3. The facilities which have been upgraded already now, there is Health Center 2, Health Center 3 in in Palam sub-county.
Ijai Palam idatona anyun.
Upgrade Koritok, Health Center 2, Health Center 3 in
Koritok
Usu.
koda adaona ikeon tona uniet.
Upgraded Akoboy, Health Center 2, Health Center 3 in Akoboy sub-county.
Na Akoboy adaona ikeon na Dr. Nayare tona uniet.
Upgraded Aliakame, Health Center 2, Health Center 3 in Katakwi sub-county.
Adexina Aliakame dawai topolora nyuna Nayare tona uniet.
So now all this
No kere.
is under social infrastructure.
Era kerono ikamundo sa polo na ijare angini para.
And together with economic infrastructure, it is all part of our contribution number 2, APOL.
Na ikamuta kerono na kerianut nyesingi na nagyano na irotin.
APOL.
Apple.
So number 1, Aikuch.
Polo kebe na sodi tai puchara about peace.
Number 2, APOL.
Na yare ita Apple ara about development.
With the 2 branches.
Nyesibere si chari nare no gogo.
Economic infrastructure,
Apollo na ikamuti rotin.
translate infrastructure as foundation.
Era ngina appetite na itegeuli akirono Apple.
Economic infrastructure and social infrastructure.
Era ponelo ito polo na dumu ni wo koso maite ajoksina irotin. Teterondu muna polo to mokale awo.
And we are continuing, as you have heard.
Do mamoni na ngaitinen ilosa yata 9.
So APOL some have been achieved, others we are continuing.
Apple da oberna dum na do kitaita chie onye ibuna yata 9.
But I have got a question for you.
Nesida ngisa na ija ina oni neta.
You the people of Katakwi.
Oni betongolo Katakwi kwa sa ngiset.
You the people of Katakwi have a good road now, tarmac road.
Eon tungalo Katakwi ite on be jaso rotin ulu da ota igwana ne kolas.
But the question is,
Konya ngiset arde jone kolas gesinata.
at night,
Kware
those who are near the tarmac road,
o ni beroli dunya kede kolas.
do you sleep there?
Si lo senenda jo kolas apero kolas. Ijoto yo no kolas. They are saying no.
You don't sleep on the tarmac.
Mama ni joto emero kolas.
Where do you sleep?
Ai boy bongonorona jo.
Where do you sleep?
Ai boy joto yo na ibi pernerona jo ai. Ore, they sleep home, ore.
So, you are Joe Ore.
So, ibongoro ajo ore.
Very good.
Polo kebe jok, jenon bibongoro ajo ore.
From here, you are going back to your Ore.
Era yanyo nani, obongori ajo ore.
I'm also going back to my Ore.
Ngoda nepane, abongoro ngoda ajo ore.
Now, when you go back to your Ore,
Konye ibongo ore.
the Ichan, you here.
Edaru ne tichan yora la balas gone be ala oyaga ja bomu ne ichan dar so jore.
The Ichan you left at home
Ichan lu abujo jala kore.
will be waiting for you
Pai kirete dar to si jo.
and say, Karibu back, Karibu
Balas
nyumbani.
ichan be ala ma bomu ni chan ja unete yore.
How do you say Yarama?
Ala ma bongun.
Yarama?
Abongun.
Yarama Abongin. Abong?
Abongun.
Abongu. N.
Yes, N last. Abongun.
The last is
N.
N.
Yes.
So the ichan you left in the morning
Ichalo abuyo jala kitupuru chore.
would say Eyarama Abongin.
Ebalasi bwana be alama abongun.
We are still here.
Ebe irokoso ibo yane panari bongutio irokoso ichani dar kiyore.
There is no sugar in the house.
Mame sukali.
There is no nyama, no meat,
Mame ache pakara sabunyu.
no sabuni.
Mama sabunyu.
The children don't have enough clothes.
Mame ti be igwen.
The house is leaking.
E ise togo.
Now, that's where you should be very careful with the NRM.
Nene kotorona choite noi papelu NRM.
Because NRM, we are not politicians who come to deceive you. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So we come to help you see how you can improve yourselves all the time. And we started this work in the 60s. When we were still part of the student movement. That's why we say, please, there is Aikuch, there is Apple, but you must add a bar. Each one of you, in your homes, because Aikuch, Apple, Apple, the development,
development
may be there, but they do not automatically cure your ichan. They can be there, but if somebody does not wake you up, you remain with your ichan. Aikuch is there, Apple is there, but in your house, there's ichan. So that's why, from the beginning, we say, please, 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 don't just talk about roads. Okay, those are very good, but the homestead incomes. And I'm glad I have been involved in this for the last 65 years. Nobody can challenge me. You can deceive yourself if you want. But what I'm telling you is what you call truth. What do you call truth? Truth. Truth. How do you say it?
Abeit.
The truth, abeit. Abeit is opposite of esabet. Because many of the people who come to you, they tell you esabet. Me, I tell you what? You call it what? How do you say it?
Abeit.
Abeit.
That is the truth.
Now, some of the people listen to us. Let me show them to you. From the cattle corridor where we started in the 1960s, in the west and central part of Uganda.
Amazina ninje George Matongo owangoma mgongo wuntu hano gwetaka fence nando kutaha umurimo gwanje ndi muri isa nteze maja kureba nuko itandikira kataka ndagento bakuya talo bwa hagwa kidana nairisa zakanya nagura amataka nyusuye nazo zankorera ibintu twenda zashumitiza abana bihereze turiho kabanza mu nyankore naje nahindura nk'umwata mu nzungu nuko zahanyuranye natunga atazungwe zo ndisumute.
On our farm, we collect over 900 liters of milk per day, and a liter costs 800 shillings, which is approximately 21 million per month.
Now that man is not educated. He was part of the traditional Banyankore, who listened to our message. You can see now he's a rich man. He's selling 900 liters of milk per day. And the price there is low. Because there is a lot of milk in that area. They give them 800 per liter. So he gets 21 million because it's a lot of milk. Per month. In a year, 250 million. That is somebody in the rural area, far from the tarmac road. Where this man is 70 miles from the tarmac road. So where he is, the apple is not so good. But a bar is there. So please don't confuse yourself. Say, I can't get a bar here because there is no tarmac road. Because cows don't eat tarmac road. They eat grass. Now that is this man in Nakaseke. Let's see Joseph Ijala.
Hello, my name is Joseph Ijala. I am the proprietor of Taifa Farm, which is located in Serere in a place called Kakusi, where we are. And in Taifa we have dairy, poultry, and we're also making laundry bar soap. But we also have the value addition aspect of the farm, where we produce yogurt and pack it, tin it for the market. This project started 11 years ago after an inspiration from His Excellency, the President of Uganda, when he had come here and he was teaching people about the 4-acre model. He was having a rally in Soroti, and that time I was working as a taxi driver. I was doing that master business in Soroti. So when I heard this, when I heard he was around, I crossed to go and listen to his story. And he was talking about a 4-acre model, how to improve household income. So when I came back, I was fired because I delayed there and the taxi came through. And the guy said, you go and eat those words that you had. But I had already this land, 2.5 acres, but I also had local chicken here. But after hearing that, I got inspired to put more effort on raising this chicken. So I raised the chicken to the tune of about 100 of them. Then I got a small incubator. That was about 4 eggs. So I used that incubator for multiplying my local chicken farm. Eventually I was having 1,500 local chicken around. I was very famous for local chicken. So, but then local chicken were not answering my day-to-day needs. So I decided to translate it to layers. In Teifa farm we have 10,000 layers, which give me about 310 trays per day, and each tray goes at price of 10,500. So up from the 3 million, about 3 million shillings a day from the eggs that we get. Of course, it varies depending on the cost of the feeding, but at least a half goes for management, a half goes to our pocket as Teifa. So after selling the layers, that money I invested it on dairy. I started dairy with the 4 cows, but you know I have multiplied very fast because I'm using AI. I have my own semen bank here, so I do artificial insemination. And then I also got a vet who was able to train some of us here with the veterinary knowledge. I think he's even here, that gentleman there, our vet. So the cows that I'm going to show you are cows that are bred from Teifa farm, that produce, my highest produces 36 liters per day, and my lowest is at 20 right now, each cow.
That is Joseph Ijara. In Serere, Serere are not like you, they don't have a tarmac road yet. The tarmac road stops in Kumi. There's no tarmac road in Ngora, those don't have tarmac road. But you can see they are bar. He listened to my message and resigned, was sacked from the taxi driving job because he went to listen to me. But he already had 2.5 acres and went and started with the chicken. Is now selling 310 trays per day. And he gets 3 million shillings per day. In a year he gets more than, from eggs alone. In a year he gets more than 1 billion. From eggs alone. Then he went into milk, dairy. He's selling more than 300 liters a day. And he has gone into other branches, into value addition and so on. Now, finally, there's a girl called Atia, the one I saw in Kapelabiong. Let's see what.
My name is Atia Betty. I'm a born of Ochoroko Boy Cell or Dukurwal. I'm a farmer. I'm involved in the piggery project and the poultry project. At first I had 5 piglets. Chicken 86. the number.
Now we don't have time. We
PDM.
don't have time to listen to.
Mama hapa kona daw na story ngoli kere.
But Atia
Konya pesa ngana kia.
started with the PDM money,
Abunge se itegea ke de kapunolu a PDM.
the 1 million.
Kapunongule millionit.
She bought some few pigs,
So da gwel ni pege idis.
which multiplied.
Luda poto oriaros.
Now you hear she's talking of chicken, 86 chicken.
Wanado longesa kokora kisakanya unika nyape.
So therefore,
Ano
the message of the NRM on Abar
yakiro to na NRM ni kamuta bar.
and Apol
Kedano ikamuta Paul.
is like the one of Jesus.
Nyesine puto skedana esoma Yesu.
Jesus gave the parable of a sower
Abuye so na kawaraga na eka weyan.
who went to sow.
Labu olota iwe.
Some of the seeds fell on the rock
Iche kinyoma poto doto angangam.
and it dried.
Okete.
Some of it fell on bad ground and it didn't.
Iche apoto doto ne arono o mama poto lomutu.
But some of the seeds fell on fertile ground
Konye kinyomi che apoto dota lupo kono pusuk.
and multiplied.
So dete auriari.
So this is what is happening here.
Ngonu nge soma silola ne.
Me, I'm a sower.
Arai kerenge lope kaweyan.
Wherever I go, I saw the word of Abar.
Ne alosi kere awenge kinyomi tilo abar.
Get out of Ichan, please.
Onyo utu otomochan.
The Apol
Apollo.
is ours,
Erai ngesi na kosi na pugan.
but Abar
Konya abar.
is yours,
Erai na koni lope.
is mine.
Erai na kai lope.
Me as an individual,
Engo da kwape engo.
as a member of my family,
Engo kwape lopore kare botokaleka.
as a member of a company.
Ara bote dio peroto mo grupu le chamanara.
And so is Ichan.
Kwape kwa ngili chan.
Ichan is yours yourself,
Ichani da ichamu yera unete lupe kon ije lope.
personal and private.
Ijo do tomaye ya ijo elope utatar.
I don't share your Ichan, please.
Ara ilo si atarba ichan.
Nor do you share my Ichan.
Inga ilo si ay moroke de ikoni chan.
So my appeal
Akai lipa.
is that use the government programs
Nyesina bone beto somata na peta no apugan.
to get out of poverty.
Anyo utu awai na ichan.
Now we have for Teso, Lango Acholi,
Kwa
We are
na
not-
Teso lango keda choli.
apart from PDM, apart from Myoga, apart from NUSAF,
Ara botinu sab.
all those programs
Aina peta ngunu kere.
we have been having because of the war which was here and the cattle rustling
Anwe jiye keda koko na kitu kuna jaine.
since many years ago.
Ikarulu ipulu atuboros.
We tried to restock this area.
Poda tamata ainya kaya na kitu ka iboistina.
We started restocking.
Potbere tege asi. Nakira na ainya kaya na kitu.
Then some lawyers came and went to court and got some court order that we should pay.
Poto yang arta pugano koti. Obunya kirotone koti.
Then they made a list of people they said were the ones who had lost cows.
Poto geota itolom ne listi lo itunga. Lawamita ibonebe kesa toke adosa kitu.
And we gave them money,
Poto ina istunga nguli kapun.
159 billion.
Ibilion na kwa taksa kanyika nyaongon.
But later on we got information that there was a lot of ainyam.
Konya poto sanyu tebi kapuno da ingulbala jake me kapuno sa ainyam.
So I said, you people, let's have a meeting.
Ngesenga temarebe mam. Akorbera ngone riamu no se meeting.
I called your leaders in Soroti, I called in Lida, I called in Gulu.
Bwenge woroe meetings edope soroti edope lira so de chegulu.
And we discussed and I said, don't you think it may be better to give a flat figure of 3 cows or 2 cows or 4 cows to each They say, let's go and consult. They came and consulted you. They have now all reported back that they all support my idea of having 5 cows. Five cows per homestead. And I'm glad they agreed with that plan. We are going to work on it. It's a bit expensive, but it will be adding to our national wealth. So please don't miss this chance now. Because if people could get out like Atia, could get out of poverty because of the 1 million with which she bought some 4 pigs. How about if you get 5 cows? So this is all to do with abar. So the 3 words in our manifesto. I coach, Apollo, Abar. Now there is one final word. This is free education. I've been trying to persuade you people to support my policy of free education since 1996. Some people supported it for some time. Then they started collecting money. So the children started dropping from school. Now me and Mama, I want to go to heaven. I don't want to go to hell. Because when I go and meet God, and God says, you man, you were leading Uganda, and children were dropping from school. What did you do? I would say, I told them and they refused. Who refused? The head teachers refused. The PTA, the foundation bodies, and even the population, because they kept quiet, they didn't support me. So I decided to say, there's an area where I don't share authority with anybody else. This is State House. So I told State House to build skilling centers where I train children free of charge. And I'm sure my graduates are here. If they are here, let them come and give some. Just 2 of them, a boy and a girl. Go on the microphone.
Only 2 of you. Come.
Speak in the local language.
Papa, His Excellency,
Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, Janet Kataka, a first lady, Amalan, Aneja Opajak, Emmanuel, Lo, Polo, and I think of peace me. Dodo,
Don't go into long speech. Why had you dropped out of school? What did you learn? What are you doing now?
School fees of Boameu, Ismama Bua Paranishom. Yangare Tengo, Indaso Hub Soroti. Nabuanga down in La Pecanya, Adumene Casquilo, a carpentry. Koekopan, you know what a perneting a cacolo, a perriating. I am going to need. Education.
Your Excellency, he dropped out of school because of school fees, but when this skilling program was brought to Sorot here, he spent 6 months doing carpentry. Now he cannot sleep hungry. He earns 300,000 per month.
Oh.
Yeah? Hey, okay, I thought he's saying 300, but he said at least he eats 3 times a day. He does not sleep hungry, but he eats 3 times a day.
Okay.
A problem with all pedicino page, you see. I don't so much chalo. I'm a senior Brune Pano town and I am a lagi to no way or chalo bobo as some. Guayalamo, Yalama, Sabata Tumaka Kere, Yakasura Museveni, Avotin.
The only challenge he has, he operates from the village. The machine he uses is in town, so he has always to come, use that machine, then he goes back to the village.
Very good. Thank you.
Papa President, Yalama Noyan Lakonasom, Alakunusoto Muchan. Polo to soke dichan, Lomu to sokalia lichanasi. Konya nidum nasare remuna, Kwana to the Koskalia de Nyametejo. Aposa lot of sorota, Shoma down la pika nyape. Soroti in a baramambe apota bongida. I nyamada tie, aperoda tie. Ninibore kere tie. Tokone sabongo chalone. Eso my kanamo that the jenge saloon. Mambo berano no, Kwanatu the nyamada lie. Yalama no Papa President.
Our testimony is that she comes from a very poor family and she dropped out of school. But when she had this chance, she almost never wanted to come back from Soroti because there was free food. But now that she has got the skill, they do not sleep hungry as a family.
Very good.
Your Excellency, you said don't let two?
Let the other guard also speak.
Okay.
Papa, His Excellency, Mama, by the names of Akarot Francis Gloria, Katakwi Toroma, I did leather design. Actually, the only golden opportunity that I received is studying in the skilling industrial arts. Actually, without wasting much time, I got enough knowledge, and now I have my own workshop, and it has changed my life.
What did you study?
Leather design, shoemaking.
Shoemaking?
Yeah.
Very good. So what are you doing now?
Now I have my workshop. I make my shoes mostly in orders.
Oh, good. Now, now, the important thing about these children, you can go and sit. You can sit. The important thing about these children, and this is the evidence I will give to God. I will tell God that when the people in power blocked me, I used where I had some authority to train children who had no hope, because these children had dropped out of school because of school fees. What I wanted to stop in 1996 with UPE. They had dropped out of school. But by training them just for 6 months, they have become very useful people. I have now created a circle for each one for them in each district. I've already put there 50 million. And we can add more. So that they borrow and they do. But I want you to see what they are doing. Just 6 months training. The skilling hubs. Now, these children who had no hope, just with the training of 6 months, they are producing products, some of which we were importing from China, from Dubai, from India, from other, Italy. You can see the whole. See the hospital bed they are making. Bring back the hospital bed. Those are hospital beds. These were being imported. They are now making them here in the shoes. Let's say the shoes. The shoes. There you are. So, my appeal to the NRM members now is that in the coming government, I really appeal to you to accompany me when we are going to heaven. I don't want to leave you behind so that you go to Gehenna because you blocked these children. It's not a joke. Because in the Bible it says, I think it was Jesus who told somebody that when I was thirsty, you didn't give me water. I would ask Mama where it is. Then they said, but when did we deny you water? Then he said that when you denied that one who was thirsty water, you denied it to me. So you see the danger people are in. You block these children's future, God will not be happy with us. So free education, oye. Asoma what?
Asoma na titai.
Asoma?
Asoman na titai.
Asoman na titai.
Yes.
Asomai na titai.
Correct.
Oye.
Oye.
You support it. So now, 4 words. I coach. Apol.
About development.
Abar.
Oh well.
And wealth creation. I can't say it properly in Atos. Eramano, NRM oye.
Oye.
Katakwi oye.
Oye.
Teso oye.
Oye.
Uganda oye.
Oye.
East Africa, oye.
Oye.
Yaramanoi.
Thank you so much.